contemplating whether I should get a coffee. I'm sorry, I have to. Okay guys, I'm going to explain to you what a funnel is. A funnel is basically a mini website or a microsite or a landing page. So a funnel is a term that is specifically used in sales and marketing, and it basically highlights one offer that you have, one or two offers, but normally it's one offer that you have, and then that gets people to come in to get other offers. A regular website has all your information. The landing page is only about this offer. So how you set up a landing page, it depends on what your product is, obviously, but normally it's not going to have more than 5 pages. That's home, pricing, services, about me, contact, 5 pages. On the main page, that's going to be all about your offer. There's going to be a heading, a subheading, hopefully a video, and not hopefully, it should be a video because that's what's going to engage. And whatever is above the fold, it's a term that we use in marketing. They don't have to scroll up. It's just in your face before you have to scroll up. Everything on that piece of real estate is super important when you're building a landing page. You don't want them to click off. Now, under the fold, all your call to action buttons, your testimonials, social proof, and of course, the offer. The offer would be just under the fold. So just under the fold, when you have the offer, you're going to have it laid out what it is. You have to be clear as day. You have to have pictures of it. You have to have a call to action button saying purchase now or book an appointment or whatever your call to action is. That is the homepage of your landing page, more or less. And it should be a lot of white space. And if you can do it white, do the site white, that's even better. You want it as plain as possible. Too many people try to do fancy dancy things that they think that it's going to help them, but it's really hurting you. Keep it simple. And you also want the padding to be in. So let's say the site is this big. Sorry, the width of the site is this big. You want the words like here. So you want all this space, all the white space. So that way there's breathing room. So the about me, the prices, the services, that's going to be a lot of what's on your normal site, but it's just in a little condensed form. It needs to be as minimal as possible so that way people don't get annoyed and click off. Nobody wants to get overwhelmed with content. The most important thing is that the call to action needs to go into a funnel. So where AI comes in to help you with your landing page is, of course, there's a bunch of different tools that can create your whole page, but you don't really want to rely on that because, first of all, who wants to look like a cookie cutter site? That's number one. Number two, AI tends to do things very templatey, and you don't want that. You don't want to look like you just got it done generated because then it looks like you spent no time on it. So you can use a template for the base, but you really need to switch it around. A good website designer or a marketing person will know the tricks and the trades to get a landing page to convert very quickly. Of course, with your offer, you want to start small. You don't want to start at the biggest thing, because if I see something on a website for $5,000, $10,000, I don't want to see that. That's going to scare me off. So what you want to start with is something very small, something that's reasonable. You should already have an AI employee that's trained about your company and that can really just whip something up for you properly that's specific for your business because they're trained on your business. And that alone is golden. When it comes to your funnel, AI should be implanted everywhere in there. Soon as somebody clicks on learn more, for example, and they should automatically get an email. This stuff works for you while you sleep, literally. It's like the automated direct messages that you guys are seeing all the time and, you know, the automated emails and stuff. But if you're a business that you're selling something high ticket and you just want to get people in through the door, like on a low ticket offer, so that way you can just get them in your funnel. And the best thing is email blast, because when you text and DM, that's very informal. People that are spending money like that, they want a little bit more substance. So that being said, your funnel should be sending automatic emails opposed to DMs or texts. So what you do is you're going to have a workflow, and this is where AI comes in and is going to help you out. That's going to be your saving grace. The workflow is going to be designed to do a certain thing. So if you send an email on Monday and they don't respond by Wednesday, the workflow will send them another automatic email on Wednesday. If they don't respond on Wednesday, then it'll send another automatic email on Saturday. Whatever you train it to do, it'll do. And also, if they don't respond after that, then you can put them to a week's time and send them a text message, because maybe that's how they respond. But you really want to try your best and be just a little bit more professional when it comes to your communication, especially off the bat, just in case they don't like getting texts. If you need help on building a funnel, contact me, DM me. We can help you. My company, this is what we do all day, and we use AI and human touch.